Hey everybody, welcome to Alliance War number 19 versus SPBA, and this time I'm taking in the double immune team in Stark Spidey. We got that OG Vision and Iceman going in, and yeah, we're taking Path 5, and it's kind of a rough one for me here, guys. Let me tell you, I'm getting a little burnt out from this season. I'm messing up on fights that I should really just be destroying, and yep, please don't hate me in the comment section here. So anyway, I'm boosting up. This is one of the reasons I'm boosting up, because I'm going to do my whole path at once, and it seemed a little safer for me to kind of just give myself a health boost, attack boost, champion boost, sorry, and put on that attack boost too, so I can just roll through these nodes here. So this Mystic Champion, because I'm not bringing Blade, and you'll see later on in this war, I definitely would have benefited big time from having a Blade on my attack team. But it's well, it's a Scarlet Witch. So actually, Vision is a perfect counter right here, because Mystic Dispersion and Power Gain is not going to be a big deal for Vision. He's got the Power Drain. Her Special 2 is fairly easy to avoid, and also he is immune to the poison here that she can put on you. So I should only take parry damage from her. I'm not too worried about it. Just let that bait that special 2 out. I'm not too worried about the special 2. It's quite easy to dodge, but if it does hit you, it almost always crits. So you really got to watch out. So I get that power burn in. I get another parry. I'm still at like 99%, and she's only a 4-star, so the fight goes pretty quickly. Now if you get up against a Scarlet Witch, I definitely prefer to bait the special 2 than the special 1. Because that projectile, just the way the frames work, sometimes it can catch you even when you think you've dodged it. So this is the Power Reserve Enhanced Special 1 node. I do debate a couple times on who I'm going to take in here, Iceman or Spider-Man, but I think it's an Agent Venom, so I decided to take in Spider-Man, and it ends up being an Agent Venom. Now, Iceman would have been decent as well, except for... God, I get caught right there. That's just the nerves, man. That's just me getting nervous, I think. But luckily, I've got the major health boost. I basically got 20% plus 15%. I have 35% extra health. I don't know if those boosts are additive or multiplicative, whatever. I don't know how much health that is, but it's a lot, and I'm going to be able to survive this no problem. So... the stun wears off, unfortunately, but he's building up a little power, but I bait the heavy and I go in for one more 5-hit combo. It's all over. So those are the two fairly easy nodes. I don't think I've died on those yet, even when I had an Infinity War Iron Man. This is the node that I'm going to start bringing Proxima Midnight for every time. Even if it's like a beefy 6-star like this, a 6-star on this node is usually Cable, but here's the thing, is that... Proxima definitely can parry on Masochism and not trigger the heal, and I think that's just safe. Now for Cable, you definitely want to be careful in Alliance War. In Quest, you can easily punish the heavy every time, but he can parry you sometimes when you don't go in perfect timing with the heavy attack like that. You have to go in very quickly. If you don't, it's going to be sort of a Dormammu situation where you get parried. So I'm just trying to build up some poise charges here. I get caught by that. I haven't been caught by a Cable heavy in so long. So I'm degenerating right now for quite a bit. Look at that degen. It's 350. So I'm a little nervous. I definitely have to play well now if I'm going to get out of this fight. So I'm just ready to throw a special 1 and then trigger Masochism so I can parry him and do another 5-hit combo. And just try and get some distance here. I got 2 parries in before the Masochism had triggered, and luckily Taunt actually helped me there. I just can't seem to parry this guy, so I just end up doing this to do Masochism again, and I want to be able to parry him because I want to play this safe, you know. So I do this last 5-hit combo thinking, you know, his health is going down, and I have a special 1 in the bank if I really need it, and there's no Limber on that node, so you're pretty safe just stunning him over and over again. So now this is where I wish I had a Blade. Now this is like a power gain node, and to be honest, I thought it was magic. I guessed right. I just guessed wrong on who I should bring in for this. I think next time, well, the Mystic Dispersion, you gotta watch out. So I was looking at these signatures. I thought at first it might be a Mephisto, and I was going to bring an Iceman for that because he's immune to the Incinerate. But then I thought, you know what? On this particular node, I would put the Magic, not the Mephisto. So you can see me debating here. Now, this is my huge mistake. I am now, after doing this fight, I'm 90% sure that even robots benefit from the enhanced regeneration boost. I think it's like the 15% regeneration, and I don't know why I just assumed they didn't, just because they don't benefit from willpower. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure robots will benefit because it's a passive regen. Anyway, I made that mistake by not using that, because I should have brought that in, and then I made another mistake, which was not always going to my special 2. I should have only done special 2s on this. I got kind of unlucky too, man. She hit limbo. Let me tell you, every single time I successfully bait that. I go over here, she hits limbo again. I was trying to think like, okay, well, I don't want to attack into her and give her power when it's not going to count. So I get to this, I push her to a special 2 and do a big power drain with a heal block, so she at least isn't going to heal. But look at this limbo damage, ticking for 773. She gets limbo again at the special 1. This must be a fairly high signature magic. That's the one time it doesn't work, and I made a mistake. I didn't get the heal block. That was a huge miss on the heal block there. I think mostly due to the power gain node is why I timed it wrong. So I'm just ticking down. I'm just dying here. I'm not playing terrible. It's just I can't seem to get the heal block, and I'm just dying from limbo, and I go down eventually. So it's just one of those things where if I had the blade, I would have been fine. If I went in with Stark Spidey, I think the Mystic Dispersion would have killed me as well. Trying to bait it, because the strategy would have been build up poison, just heavy attack her until she's dead, or launch a big special 2 when she's at like 0 bars of power. But yeah, I don't know. So what I decide here is to go in with Iceman, and I overkilled this. I go in with the regen boost, thinking, oh well, Iceman can benefit from the regen boost, so I'll bring in Iceman. Also, I should have just used an advanced power boost maybe on vision there, so I could have started with a heal block. That would have been pretty beneficial. So I really gotta remember that next time. I do think vision could have handled the magic a little better, especially if he was higher sig. I've seen it done in higher tier wars. You know, you can with synthesis and just spamming the special 1, you can keep her below 1 bar of power pretty easily. But yeah, it's a learning experience. So I'm really considering my options here, and I'm looking at, okay, 15% over the first 25 seconds. I think the fight will last about 25 seconds. I'm going to want Iceman for the next fight. So I want him to be topped off here. So I go in thinking I'll just spam the special 1, get those frostbites and detonate. And I actually get really lucky. Look how many frostbites. So I already have 2 on her. She's got limbo. It's okay though. I've got the willpower and the healing. It's not countering everything, but look at this. I'm already up to 8, and she actually didn't trigger limbo, and so a big detonation here is going to do the trick. And yeah, it's no problem right there. That fight could have gone a lot worse if it was a longer fight. I definitely think Iceman wouldn't have done as well, but you never know. So poison node gets cleared by I think a 565 Hulk. So these guys needed a little bit of help on this Mordo. Iceman is a great counter for the Mordo, and so I just go in thinking parry, parry, parry. If he hits a special 3, no problem, because I got ice armor. Nothing wrong here. So I do throw on the advanced power boost though, because I just wanted to make sure I got the second frostbite on immediately, and I throw on a 10% boost as well. And so the plan is just go in there. Oh, I even top off Iceman. Look at me. I'm not messing around here. I'm like, I am not dying to this Mordo. But I'd kind of ruin it at the next fight. So at this point in the war, though, our alliance is pretty much locked in the war win. We really just had to 100%, but I didn't want to take too many chances. So here we go. I'm gonna detonate, push him to a special 3, actually get that cheeky special 1 in there, get that perfect defense, even though it doesn't matter because I have ice armor that's gonna protect me from losing more than 5% of my health from any one hit. I get kind of lucky here with no regens, because regens definitely would have made him heal a lot more, and he's cooperating, and I'm just launching these special ones like crazy now. I can parry him or just 5-hit combo him afterwards. He's not going to evade, and yeah, it's a non-issue here. So I realized, okay, that was kind of a short fight. My boost is probably still on. the Power Start 1 is my preferred boost for the boss node on almost all boss fights, and because I just like to have that control. So I decide, okay, you know what? Our boss killer, Murar, he had a kind of a long war. There was a lot of really tough fights. So I healed up Stark Spider-Man and just went right in super fast. I barely had time to hit the record button, and I choked. It's not like totally abnormal for me to choke against the Dormammu, especially with Spider-Man. It's just not the ideal counter here. It can be done. Don't get me wrong. It can definitely be done. People do it all the time. But I was just nervous about punishing these heavies, I could tell. And then I just saw myself getting backed into a corner. I said, screw it. I'm going to die. So I will just... I'll just eat this. So maybe I should have had the invulnerability boost. But like I said, I did make this decision before I even went into the Mordo fight. I looked at the scores and everything. We were talking, and we were pretty sure it was going to be okay. So I just thought it was a low-risk scenario for me to go in. We had a 565 blade, try it afterwards, and with I think some success, but I think eventually we lost the attack bonus on that node. So overall, not too bad. We won the war. The other team actually got stuck on an Infinity War Iron Man SPBA. Sorry about that, guys. That was some brutal placement on it with a 455 Infinity War Iron Man, and yeah, I would not want to come up against that. So yeah, it was pretty bad. And that pretty much won us the war there. We were pretty certain we were going to win. It was a little hard to do the death calculation because these guys were throwing everything at it. I felt so bad. They were throwing so many items at this Iron Man. It had like many kills, more than I'm used to seeing. So anyway, we go up to 11 and 7. I spent a few hundred units on this war, just healing up Stark Spidey. Really was all. Actually, you know what? That was 360 units, so I'll have to get that changed. Yeah, we go up to 11 and 7, and we are looking good. Hopefully, we can win a couple more. We might be able to sneak into Platinum 2, despite having missed a war. So we're really trying to do that. So it's all out for the next few wars, and hopefully, we all just get a nice break after season 2. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon, and I got some interesting stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Some really interesting stuff regarding Alliance War and the state of it and everything. So, yeah, take care.